Hey, good afternoon, everybody. On a Saturday, we are so excited to talk to you today about our plans on reopening Waterhouse Church to meeting again in our building. And so I just want to post this out to everybody and let you know what's going on. Here in a moment, what we're going to do is we're going to send an email out to everyone we have contact with, your information. If you don't get it, then maybe our information is not right on there, and we'll get that updated as soon as possible. And so we're just super excited about the opportunity to be back together and what that's going to look like. And it's been a long time. We've been waiting for this day. We've been waiting for the opportunity to get back into our building and back to worshiping with one another. And before I get to the guidelines and what those things are going to look like, I just want to say thank you so much for all of you. You've been so understanding through this. You have prayed like never before. You have served like never before. And God has used you in an amazing way. And let me tell you, it has been a pleasure to pastor this church during this time. It has been an amazing opportunity for us and our staff. You have been so understanding, so gracious to us in the leadership. Thank you so much. And so I'm just going to lay out a couple guidelines, and I'm going to let you know our plans, and it'll be more in depth with the email and the letter I'm going to post to Facebook here in a few moments. Also, I'm going to record this video and put it on YouTube as well, so you can catch it there and watch it. If you have any questions, we'd love to answer those questions for you. So here's the plan moving forward. Right now, for the next 2 weeks, we are still going to do our drive-in service. There's a couple reasons for that, and I'll get to those in a minute. But June 7th is the day. Mark it on your calendar. June 7th is the day that we will be back in our building. And what that's going to look like is to make room and make sure that we have enough space for people. We're going to set up chairs spaced out. We're going to encourage you to sit in family units. That's the people that you came with, just to help create a healthy environment for our community. And that's what all these guidelines that I'm about to lay out for you are, is just to build a healthy environment for our community. And for us, guys, as a church, we need to be the example. We need to be the example of how people can gather together in a responsible way and create a healthy environment. I want us to be the example as Waterhouse Church of what that's going to look like. And it takes all of us working together. And so here's what we're going to do. On June 7th, we're going to do 2 services, one at 9 a.m. and one at 11 a.m. This will give us more room for people. It'll give us time for people to come in and out to clean the facilities in between services and during service, and to make sure that people are creating that healthy environment. So those 2 services, we feel like, will give us space to be able to do that, for people to feel comfortable while they're in our facility. Also, we're going to use our plastic chairs and our metal chairs in the sanctuary. This will allow us to clean those surfaces and make sure that things are clean and disinfected for the next group of people coming in. And so please, we ask you to do these few things. Pick a service. Pick just one. Make room for other people. We're not going to make you register right now. There's several churches that are making you register or check in right now. We just don't feel like that's going to be an issue. And so if it starts getting crowded and we have to tell people that, hey, we don't have enough room for you today, then we will start implementing that whenever is necessary. But I would hate to tell someone that they can't come to church. And so this is why I'm asking you to pick a service and to attend that service every week. So if you come to the 9 o'clock, the 9 a.m., if that's going to work better for you, come to that one, and please stick with that service as much as possible. So if you come to 11 a.m., come to that service as much as possible. That just helps us to make room and to get it ready, and we'll know just how many people to plan for every week, so we make sure we have things spaced out. And so that's a huge one. The other thing is, guys, I just ask that while you're being seated, because you will be seated by an usher, they will ask you to sit in a particular area. Please be nice to them. Please be understanding. And I know it may not be where you normally sit on a Sunday morning, but we need to be flexible. It's okay. If anything's taught us anything during this is to be flexible. I'm just asking you to be flexible and just sit where you're asked to sit, and it's going to be an amazing thing. Who knows, that change of seating may be the change you need for you to engage Jesus a little closer. And so we're asking you to do that. Also, a couple other things, but the seating is we're going to release you from the back to the front. That just keeps people from congregating, and we're trying to, like I said, create a healthy environment. That's just some things we're going to ask that you please bear with while we do this. Here's another thing. Masks, gloves, and cleanliness guidelines. Here's some things I just want to kind of throw out real quick. You don't have to wear gloves. We do recommend and we do encourage you to wear a mask. In large gatherings where you're around people for an extended period of time, you're just in contact. And so we're just asking you to make that small sacrifice. We're asking our teams to wear a mask during the service. That way we're just doing our part and to create that healthy environment, like I said. We will have sanitation supplies. We will have sanitizer available. We will make sure we have a facilities team that's keeping the place clean. They're going to be wiping down things as we go, keeping the bathrooms clean, things like that. Like I said, we're just creating a healthy environment. Look, guys, I know this is Parker County. I know we have a very small number of cases. We've only had one death, as far as I'm aware of, and what I've heard today. But that doesn't mean that we need to be irresponsible. We need to be responsible. We need to be good citizens, and that's all I'm asking for you to do. Also, please allow us to open the door for you, and just allow our teams to help keep the facility clean and for you to keep the facility clean. We're also asking you to maintain distance guidelines. Look, I know we miss each other. We want to be back together. I haven't hugged people in a long time. I haven't shook hands in a long time, but I'm just asking you for a little while longer to bear with us. And please respect other people's space. Some people may not be comfortable with hugs or handshakes right now. And we don't want to allude to them feeling uncomfortable or making you feel uncomfortable because you feel rejected because somebody's like, no, I don't want to shake your hand, or I don't want to accept that hug. Just maintain space, okay? Wave, elbow bump, I mean, that's fine, but please just maintain that personal space. And don't get offended when somebody says, hey, is it okay if I don't accept that hug? Guys, it doesn't mean that we don't love you. It doesn't mean that you're less than anything. We just want people to feel comfortable coming to church. We don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable, and we just want them to come and to experience Jesus and the life-giving power that he has. That's the distance guidelines. And we want you to stay home on these things right here. Here's some things that we were just asking you to stay home. If you feel sick, stay home. If you're exhibiting symptoms, stay home. I know we don't want people coming in that are sick or possibly have this virus or any virus. We don't want to be spreading flu or anything else. So if you're just not feeling well, please stay home. We will be doing online service still. We're going to be doing online content. This allows you to be able to engage where you're at. And please, if you're sick, let us know. It's not like we're going to tell the government that you're sick. We're not going to do that. We just want to know so we can pray with you. And if you need anything, we can get that to you. Okay, prayer works, and we believe in prayer. And so if you're not feeling well, let us know so we can help take care of you. Also, if you have any underlying illnesses like compromised immune systems or health conditions that would make you more susceptible to catching the virus or medication. Sometimes we take medication that weakens our immune system. If you're under those categories, please stay home. We don't want you getting sick. We don't want to lose you. This will be over soon enough. I mean, it may be a while, but I want to see you again healthy, all right? I don't want to be having to go to your house because you're sick or pray with you because you're sick. I want you to stay healthy as possible, and we want you to stay healthy as much as possible. Also, if you're just not comfortable coming right now for any reason, please don't feel bad. I understand. You have kids, you have an immune system, you're just not comfortable with coming and meeting with a big group of people. Stay home. It's okay. Catch it online. We still love you, all right? We know that you don't hate us because you didn't show up. We love you, and we want to serve you where you're at. If anything is taught us during this, is the church is not secluded to the four walls of a building on 1010 South Bowie Drive in Weatherford. All right, Waterhouse Church is alive and well because its people are alive and well. And so please don't feel pressured to come. We don't want you to feel pressured to come, but if you want to come, we are glad that you came. We are super happy to see you. And so I just want to say again, thank you guys so much for your understanding during this time. And almost forgot this, one more thing. Our kids center, our kids building will be, we're not going to use it for a little while longer. We have to get things in place. We have to make sure that things are creating a healthy environment in that building for our kids. Kids are a whole another level. You know, you can't tell kids to social distance. You can't tell kids that they can't play with their friends, and we don't want to do that. And so for now, we're not going to have nursery available, and we're not going to have any kids ministry available on Sunday morning. And I don't foresee that being very long until we are back into that building and doing it well. Because guys, I want to do it well. I don't want to just kind of haphazardly do it. We want to make sure our people are trained properly, the facility is clean, that we are practicing healthy hygiene standards in there, and that we know what to do if a kid comes in sick. We need to know what to do with that. And so we're still working through those guidelines. And so please be patient with us in that. And so on that, I want to let you know, we love kids. If your kid is crying in the middle of my preaching, I love that. You know, it's not going to hurt my feelings. Don't feel ashamed or bad because your kids are being kids. That's what they do. If they get up and they run around, that's what they're going to do. It's not a distraction. It's a blessing. And I want to tell you, there's nothing more amazing than your children seeing their parents worship God and serve God. And there's nothing more powerful than being together as a family doing that. And so if you want to stay home with your kids, I understand. I'm not going to fault you. I don't want you to feel bad about it. But I don't want the fact that, oh, my kids might be unruly. All our kids are unruly. All right. Just bring them if you feel comfortable. They are welcome. We will make sure that things are clean and safe and healthy for our families and our community and our church. And so, guys, again, I'm going to send out an email with a little more detail. Also, some ways that you can get involved, because as you know, as we reopen, we need people. We need people to help serve. We need people on our serve teams. We need facility teams and ushers and greeters and parking people and those things to help fill in the gap and make sure that our facility is healthy and our people are healthy and loved and cared for, and that they can experience Jesus in our facility and with each other. And so, guys, thank you so much for just bearing with us. June 7th, it's right around the corner. Pick a service. It's going to be great.